Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Football. And as usual, I'm your host, Kelly Dino, on today's weekend preview. Alongside with me here is Mr. Dare, aka World Champion. You're welcome to Let's Talk Football. So after you could not win Karabag in the Champions League, you still get her mind. They talk up Chelsea. Guy, now what for you, bro?
You pay us make we help you.
Now
Why
what
for
for
you,
you,
bro? You pay us make we help you beat
If
Caravan.
you don't be big ordinary Karabag,
See they make mouth.
from Azerbaijan.
The day Champions League, I be there no day.
Even my club, even if this my club here, we beat Karabag.
You
This
say
my
one club
club.
for England may not even qualify for Europa League. The talk of your team for years.
And also here with me is IB Ibrahim. Welcome to Let's Talk Football.
Thank you very much.
Season that Arsenal, I can see Arsenal fans. A lot of Arsenal fans are getting fat and fat.
I'm telling you.
I
These
think
days we are not even talking about losing matches. We are talking about conceding. Are we going to concede?
I think it's
So
time
that's
for
our
me.
problem.
Maybe I will go and buy Arsenal ticket. I want to join Arsenal
Okay.
because the joy that Arsenal fans are having now is too much.
Yeah,
I
very
think about
much
something that is
welcome.
not permanent.
But just know that when you come, we will not allow you to go again because our fans are addicted.
So no, yeah, I'll be there maybe till the end of the season. Maybe after the season, if the form did not continue, I will find another club. You have to. I will be political. You have to join the winning party. Yeah, welcome to Let's Talk Football. So today we'll be previewing the Premier League matches. We'll start with Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Also Arsenal versus Sunderland and the Wolves versus Chelsea. And also Liverpool versus Manchester City. So sit, relax, and watch us take it step by step. So Tottenham versus Manchester United. Early kickoff on Saturday. IB. Last season, in four consecutive meetings, Manchester United lost to Tottenham. They lost at home, lost at away, and also lost far away, including the Europa League final where they lost 1-0 to Tottenham. Currently on the Premier League table, Tottenham are currently on 17 points, fifth on the Premier League table. Manchester United also on 17 points, seventh on the Premier League table. So as it stands, it's going to be a very crucial game between the two teams who are fighting to get into 20th points on the Premier League table. But the winning must come from either side. But if the winning doesn't come, maybe the game will end installment. So I'm going to start with you, IB. Tottenham versus Manchester United. What type of game are we expecting?
Thank you very much. The two teams are both average for now. So yes,
You call it Europa League champion average.
they are average. Their performance against Chelsea was utterly poor, and when it comes to big game, you want to see them perform. And Manchester United is also not the best of teams as of now. So they are trying to get their DNA back to return to the glory of the old days as well. But then they are still not at their best. So we are not expecting. We are expecting a spectacular game that we hope that it will go one side, because if it's overbalanced, it will not be an interesting game for rival fans like us. So we either want Tottenham to take over or we want Manchester United to take over. So one of the two teams have to take over, but which is it going to be, we don't know for now.
Considering their form so far in the Premier League, who do you think is in that right position to take all 3 points?
The form, I will still give it to Manchester United.
Considering the fact that Manchester United did not win Tottenham throughout last season in four meetings, do you think it will be an easy ride for Manchester United?
It will not be an easy ride. Just like I said, the two teams are unbalanced. But if I'm to shift favor, I'm going to shift it for Manchester United just because of their form. They've not lost in their last four games with 3 wins and 1 draw. Playing away from home at Anfield, also at the last game they played too at Brentford. So playing away from home is not easy. It's not easy to play from home, and they've not lost in their last 4 matches, whereas Tottenham lost their last game against Chelsea. So you want them to leverage on that, and also Tottenham is playing in Europe. They played their Europa League, their Champions League match yesterday, and Manchester United have been resting all week. So the advantage is going to be there for United, and they should capitalize on the form and also try to get a result. So I'm still going to give it to Tottenham. If I'm to tilt one way, I'm still going to give it to Tottenham. But then I think it's an open game for anybody to take between the two teams.
Dre, watching Manchester United, they went 3 games, 3 winnings in the Premier League. Then finally they drew to Nottingham Forest. You watched their game against Nottingham Forest. Now they are going to play Tottenham. Do you think that Manchester United Tottenham is going to be an easy game for Manchester United to pick up 3 points? Considering the fact that Tottenham are playing in Europe, they just played game in the they just played their matches, their match in the midweek in the Champions League where they won 4-0 against Copenhagen. Do you think that that is an advantage for Manchester United to pick all 3 points against Tottenham?
Actually, I used to think it's an advantage before. Prior to this season, I used to think teams that are at home that are not in European competition are more or less having an advantage over a team that is in Europe. But with the more you go, the more you see life. Currently, I don't think it's an advantage because all things being equal, it depends on the player form. Teams that just played in the midweek, most of them will still be sharp. They just play the match. They have match fitness and the likes. So if you look at it as an advantage, I think Tottenham self are more of in an advantageous position because Man United, there's what Yoruba will say, "Oh, Simisile." You know, if they talk say you Simisile, you just there to no go anywhere. You go to tire. Just notice it whenever you are. Just get an off day in the office. You'll be regretting why you didn't go to the office that day because you will be feeling like this is something you are out to have been doing. This is something you have been doing, but due to one thing or the other, you just be dormant at home doing nothing. So to me, Manchester United is not having any advantage. What will determine the game will be the type of game each team brings to the field of play, how they are able to fight, how they are able to play, how they are able to the uniformity between the teams and the like. So to me, nothing like an advantage.
Talking about that spirit, do you think that Tottenham or between Tottenham and Manchester United, which team has more fighting spirit as it stands in the Premier League? Just between two of them, compared with both teams.
Between the two teams, I think Tottenham still have it.
That fighting spirit.
Yes, because if you look at the way Manchester United play their games, they are trying to get the rhythm back these days. But irrespective of that, Tottenham has from the beginning of the season we know the kind of play. Is it Thomas Frank? Yes, is bringing to the table. So if you look like the likes of Kudus. If you look at the like of Xavi Simon, if you look, these are players that when you watch them, you see that okay, they are willing to perform. They just want to do it. They are always fighting for the ball. They are always trying to do one or two things. So you can't just write off anything. You can't write off. But to me, Tottenham actually still have an advantage.
IBB, watching Chelsea versus Tottenham, you were here and you complained that the game was boring, considering that the two teams were not having that. They were not, should I say, they were not offensive in the attack, or should I say they were not playing beautiful? Let me use the word. They were not playing beautiful football, and there were no sparks in attack going forward. It was more of a game of two teams who were trying to play mind games. One want to defend, the other one want to just dominate the game. So going into that game, we also know that Manchester United is that team too that always love to be more compact and hit your counter. Tottenham under Thomas Frank has similar quality also. They want to dominate. They want to be compact and hit you on counter attack. Do you think we are going into another boring game between Tottenham and?
So I don't think so because uh, for Tottenham, their players are just coming back from injuries, and I think they will do better than what they did at Chelsea's the last game. So I believe they will do better. And also Manchester United is a team that want to be compact, but then I don't think they have the best of defense too. So Manchester United too. So Casemiro is in very good form, trying to keep fit, and the advantage I think Manchester United is going to have is lesser injuries because the players have to play lesser game, and not playing so much game is a very serious advantage in today's football. So I think they are going to have a consistent season. It has not been like that all along because the demand before was not as much as this, but now you have increased game in all of the phases, and those participating in the Champions League and other competitions have to play more games now compared to those days when we might not count it as an advantage. But now when you have too much game, you see the rate of injuries at clubs are very, very, very much. So Manchester United is going to have that advantage this season, in my opinion, that they are going to have less injuries, and that's if the squad is kept healthy by the manager, by involving them in other activities like reading of books and stuff, just like other coaches that have been doing it, just to keep them away from doing other activities that could make them vulnerable to injuries. So I think it's going to be an advantage for them if the players keep their body well and stuff. So for the game, I think it's going to be an open game. It's going to be an open game whereby any team can hurt the other. So, but considering the form, I'll still say it to you, considering the form, Manchester United fought back against Nottingham Forest, and they did well in the game. They almost nipped the bud, almost won the game that day, but they couldn't because Nottingham Forest was a bit compact. But they tried. So because of the form, and I'll still give it to Manchester United.
Dre, these two teams, like I said earlier, have almost everything similar. Currently, they have three draws, two losses, and the 5 winnings so far in 10 matches played in the Premier League. Are we expecting a game that will bring spark when Tottenham Hotspurs take on Manchester United?
Ah, when we are talking about spark, we feel like I attack my dog.
At both attack wise, that attractive football, that football that will have flair.
I think expecting more of attacking football from both sides. If you look at Tottenham game last time out, whenever they play against Chelsea, I think there's always lapses. I don't know what is always wrong with Tottenham. Maybe they drink water may no good when they want to play Chelsea. So you can't judge them based on that. This is a team that has always troubled Tottenham Hotspur. So if you look at their other games, you will see that this is a team that wants to fight, that wants to play, and with both teams tied on same points, definitely everyone will do what it takes to like get the 3 points, because now this is the right time. After this game, we are going to to the international break. So definitely everything, the both team will give it their all. They will want to, like, at least before we go to the international break, let's at least move forward. Let's get these points, because the point is as good as the most important thing now is to get the 3 points. So Tottenham won't want to lose the chance of getting that 3 points and getting into the top four. Same with Manchester United. They will want to do everything that, okay, we are not playing in Europe, we are not at least we should fight for the top four. So definitely the game will bring more spark. It will be entertaining actually compared to what we see last time out.
Sorry. So IB, going into that game, what will be the outcome of Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United?
2-2 draw.
2-2 at the end of the game. Dre, Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United, what will be the outcome?
I'll go for 2-2 draw, 2, but I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Tottenham Hotspur.
2-1 in favor of Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes.
So for me, I'm also seeing 2-2 at the end of the game. So 2-2 draw.
For the very first time, you are seeing a 2-2. It's not the 1-1 today.